Have you ever met a dog who dreams of being a rock star? Well, let me introduce you to Peppy, the most handsome and charming Great Dane you'll ever meet. Peppy wasn't just another dog in the park. He had a certain swagger, a twinkle in his eye that made all the ladies swoon. Every time he strolled by, tails would start wagging a little faster. He was a natural comedian, always ready with a goofy grin or a playful pounce that could make anyone's day brighter. But deep down beneath that fun-loving exterior, a fire burned. Peppy didn't just want to be popular. He wanted to be a legend. He dreamed of bright lights, roaring crowds, and the thumping beat of a rock roll anthem. He wanted to be a star. His dream wasn't just a fleeting thought. It was a passion that drove him every single day. While other dogs were busy chasing squirrels or digging for treasures, Pepe was on a mission. He found an old, forgotten guitar in his owner's garage. At first, it was a clumsy affair. His large paws struggled with the delicate strings, and the sounds he made were more like a catfight than music, but Pepe was persistent. Day after day, he practiced. He watched old music videos, studying the greats, his head tilted, absorbing every chord and every riff. Slowly but surely, the clumsy plucking turned into melodies. He learned to strum with a rhythm that came straight from his heart, a soulful beat that you couldn't help but tap your paw to. But being a rock star isn't just about playing an instrument, you have to have the moves. Pepe knew this. He spent hours in front of a mirror, teaching himself to dance. He wasn't just wiggling his tail. He was mastering the art of the rock and roll swagger. He learned to shake his hips with a sensual rhythm, to slide across the floor with a grace that defied his large frame, and to leap into the air with an energy that was absolutely electric. He channeled the spirit of the rock gods, his movements a perfect blend of power and passion. He was becoming the complete package, a true performer in every sense of the word. Of course, every great artist needs a number one fan, and Pepe had the best one in the world. His girlfriend, Tammy. Tammy was a sweet and spirited cocker spaniel, and she adored Pepe with all her heart. She was there for every clumsy chord and every wobbly dance move. While others might have rolled their eyes, Tammy saw the star quality in him from the very beginning. She would sit for hours, her head resting on her paws, her big brown eyes filled with admiration as he practiced. She was his biggest cheerleader, her enthusiastic barks of approval echoing after every successful riff. Tammy believed in Pepe's dream as much as he did, and her unwavering support was the fuel that kept his rock roll fire burning bright. She knew, without a doubt, that he was destined for greatness. The day finally came. After months of relentless practice, and with Tammy's encouragement pushing him forward, Pepe got his big break. It wasn't just any local talent show. This was the real deal, the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. The legendary stage where countless icons had performed was about to witness a new kind of star. The news spread like wildfire through the animal community. This was the event of the year, a chance to see one of their own live out a dream that seemed impossible. Pepe felt a mix of nerves and pure adrenaline. This was it. Everything he had worked for, every sore paw and every missed nap, had led to this single moment. He took a deep breath, his guitar slung over his shoulder, and prepared to step into the spotlight. As the curtains rose, a wave of sound washed over Pepe. The audience was a breathtaking sight. Dogs of every breed imaginable filled the seats, from tiny Chihuahuas to majestic Saint Bernards. But it wasn't just dogs. Cats sat perched curiously, their usual aloofness replaced by genuine excitement. There were rabbits, hamsters, and even a few parrots who had flown in for the show. The air was buzzing with anticipation. As the first spotlight hit him, a hush fell over the crowd. Pepe looked out at the sea of faces, his heart pounding in his chest. He saw Tammy in the front row, her tail wagging so fast it was a blur. She gave him a reassuring bark, and in that moment, all his nerves melted away. He was home. He struck the first chord, and the entire venue erupted. The sound was raw, powerful, and full of soul. It was the sound of a dream unleashed. Pepe poured every ounce of his being into his performance. He wasn't just playing music, he was telling his story. His paws flew across the fretboard, creating riffs that were both complex and catchy. His voice, a deep and melodic howl, sang lyrics of chasing dreams and finding love. And then he started to dance. He moved with a captivating energy, a sensual grace that had the entire audience mesmerized. He slid across the stage, spun with effortless cool, and shook his hips in a way that made the crowd go wild. He was channeling the spirit of the king himself, a four-legged Elvis Presley captivating Las Vegas. The energy in the room was electric. Every single animal was on their feet, or paws, dancing and cheering. The cats were swaying, the dogs were barking along with the chorus, and the parrots were squawking in delight. Pepe was more than just a dog playing a guitar. He was a phenomenon. He connected with every single member of the audience, making them feel the joy, the passion, and the pure unadulterated fun of rock and roll. He played song after song, each one more energetic than the last. He jumped off the stage, ran through the aisles, giving high fives with his paws, never missing a beat. He wasn't just a performer. He was a true artist, sharing his gift with the world. As the final note of his last song rang out, the crowd erupted in a deafening roar of applause and barks. Pepe stood on the stage, chest heaving, sweat glistening on his fur, a massive grin on his face. He had done it. He had poured his heart and soul onto that stage, and the audience had given that love right back to him. Flowers and chew toys rained down from the balconies. He took a bow, a deep, respectful bow to the crowd that had embraced him so completely. In that moment, he wasn't just Pepe, the charming Great Dane. He was Pepe, the rock star. He had chased his wildest dream, and not only caught it but had become a legend in the process, a true king of rock and roll. That night, Pepe proved that it doesn't matter who you are or how big your dreams seem. With passion, hard work, and a little bit of rock and roll spirit, anything is possible. He became an inspiration to every animal who had ever felt a little different or dreamed of something more. Pepe the Great Dane, the dog who dreamed of being a star, had finally made it, shining brighter than any Las Vegas light. If you enjoyed Pepe's amazing journey to rock stardom, please give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell, so you don't miss out on more incredible stories like this one. We'd also love to hear what you thought about Pepe's performance, so drop us a comment below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.